My mental health journey started right after my second child, Riley Ray. My life before I sought help, it's an open book. I got into a relationship when I was 15 for 8 years. It was a very toxic relationship. Unfortunately, after that relationship ended, I never took the necessary steps I needed to heal. At that time, honestly, I just drank. Like, I didn't have kids at that time. I just partied, I drank, and it kind of pushed all that trauma aside, you know? I never really thought about it again. I got into another relationship, the father of my kids. We had Sophia, everything was great, and then we had Riley Ray, and that's when everything kind of came tenfold. I had those memories come back from that relationship. I had those intrusive thoughts, and I really didn't feel like myself, and it was scary to think about how it changed so quickly within, I believe it was a 6-month span from when I had Riley Ray to when that happened. I was diagnosed with postpartum depression, anxiety, PTSD, and ADHD. It was a lot to absorb for me because some of them I expected, I kind of thought, like the postpartum depression, the postpartum anxiety. The ADHD was kind of a little bit of a shock to me, but when I thought about it more, it made sense when I was growing up and in high school and junior high. The PTSD, I kind of had a little bit of an idea, but that was a little shocking to me as well. It was definitely a very big day, lots of emotions. I kind of just went numb, so she gave me lots of handouts and numbers and stuff. Being diagnosed with postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety, not with my first child, but with my second child, I didn't understand. It was hard for me to grasp the concept. I was like, why would I be diagnosed now, and why wouldn't I diagnose then? So she sent me to a psychiatrist, and he explained to me that I had a chemical imbalance in my brain. It takes 2 years for your whole body, your brain, everything to go back to normal. I had 2 kids back to back. So my body was all out of whack. And going to the psychiatrist and working with him and understanding that was huge for me. So my doctor referred me to the DBT therapy. So there was 3 different courses that you could take: emotional regulation, distress tolerance, and interpersonal effectiveness. I developed a lot. I was a very emotional thinker, emotional response person. From all the trauma that I went through with one of my toxic relationships, I kind of developed mechanisms. I always reacted right then and there. I never took time to sit there and understand like the situation that was happening. I would just react. And those courses truly helped me understand not to react, to just sit there and think logically and understand like, okay, do I need to take a step back and just think? Do I need to walk away? Or can I sit down and devise a plan in my brain that's logical to sort this out in a mature manner instead of just being reactive? I genuinely would take these courses yearly. You can always learn. Every time you take the course, you can always learn. You can also incorporate it with different things. Like, it doesn't have to necessarily just be mental health. Like, if you have an addiction, you can use those courses and incorporate it with that as well. But really, truly learning about yourself and being aware, self-awareness, it really opened my mind. And I felt like I was a little bit sheltered regarding my brain and stuff, and learning more about this, and it just opened my eyes, and it opened me, and it truly transitioned me into such a different person. And mental health is a very big passion for me. My advice for someone that hasn't sought help or is nervous to seek help is, don't be scared to take that step, and don't struggle alone. Reach out to people, being surrounded by people, and just take that step. Just because there's a big stigma against mental health shouldn't stop you from being the person you truly are meant to be.